recording this. How's everybody doing? Welcome to your ultimate mastermind. What's up? My son. Oh my gosh, look how cute he is.
So cute.
He was just so fussy a second ago, but then I was like pretending like I was live, and I'm like, okay, welcome to the, and he just started like uncomfortable.
Baby!
You're so cute.
So cute.
Oh, what a little sweetheart. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys had an amazing week. Let's share some wins. This is going to be an awesome little time for us to spend. Every week, guys, I'm going to commit to my business by showing up and making a place for us as entrepreneurs to share stuff, to learn stuff, to go through things together, steel sharpen steel, and absolutely to be able to share horse stories, war stories, and help move us forth through success. This is a long-term game, guys. We're not just here to have an instant, quick, like click a button. We wish it was that easy, but there's a growth curve. There's a learning path. So what I wanted to do was, set a discipline that every week I was going to be here, whether you guys can make it or not. There will be replays for you guys. I hope that you guys just squeeze so much value from our time together, and that this is one of the things that that helps move you forward and promote you in your business. So what I wanted to start with was some big wins. And how should we do this? Do you want to start?
We can let them start.
Yeah. Do you want to? Yeah. If you guys want to start off by sharing some big wins or what's been going on inside of your biz. Ty, what's up, brother?
Hey, Ty.
What is?
I was just gonna call you out.
What's that?
I was gonna call you out. You said fire in the chat. I was gonna be like, "Where's Ty?"
We're sharing wins, Ty. What's going on? What any huge wins for the week, for the year, for the month? What's going on?
Wins. I'm doing some more value videos, and I got those rocking at a penny each. So I'm taking action on the Dennis Yu training that's going on, and I got my 3 videos locked in.
I can't really hear him.
What's that?
Your volume. I can hear you okay.
Okay, I'll turn it up. Might be better. So, anyways, I got some value videos rocking in that. So, and then we're setting up the 3x3, and then I got 3 of those rocking at penny per 10-second views. So I'm pretty stoked. So just killing it on the video views. So yeah.
Nice, dude. Can you drop like a quick 2 to 5 minutes on the summary of what you pulled from Dennis's training?
Well, he started talking about all the 1 minute value, right? So you're building more rapport with your audience, right? That you can later retarget with your CTA ads, which is your call to action, right? So once you do that, and then because people see where they choose you, right? Where instead you finding people, they're finding you because they're viewing your video, right? And then the cool thing is too, when you get into the Facebook ads, you can track all the metrics too, right? So you can go 50% watch, 75, 100, and then you can retarget those people with a call to action ad, right? So you kind of become this kind of mini celebrity, right? Because they see you once, twice, 3 times, and they're like, okay, I can relate to this guy, or vice versa, right? Or you or her or whoever, right? And then when you can do that, and then you can get into, it's easier for somebody to start more of a conversation, right? When somebody's seen me before, and then they're kind of okay, I seen this guy, and then he's providing me value. Let's see what he's got, right? So kind of thing. So
How soon will you do your CTA? Say after 1 video?
I'm doing probably 2 or 3 first. So I got my first layer done because I was optimizing for video views. So because I wanted to get ideally you want penny views, but I had a couple 2-cent and 3-cent ones, but I tried to I wanted to outdo them, right? And I want better ones, right? So because the thing is, you don't really know what's going to work until you try it. So until you try, then you can test, right? And then you can see how that works. So because I won at 2 seconds, and I was like, okay, well, I need another 1 penny one. I want the 1 penny one, which is a good one. So
Nice. So what happens? So you film like a 5-minute video, or is it like you're trying to do just for 1 minute?
Yeah. So there's like 1 minute value. So whether it's like a minute 20, minute 30, and then you're just providing value. Like I did one there on like what the law of attraction is, right? And then I left it open targeting, and then I got crazy results from people just like watching it. It just went like nuts. This went like viral, and then I boosted a video I did off my page like Sunday night. I've spent I think $1.60 on it, and it's got 320 10-second views.
Wow.
Which is insane. Like it's literally like half a penny views, and I'm just like blown out of the water. It's just freaking nuts. Like,
that's awesome. So then you could retarget those who have watched the 10 seconds. And then what does that message look like when you put another video out for them?
What was that? Sorry.
So you've got a retarget audience now. So 10-second views. There's 300 some of them, or 160 of them in there. You're going to create another video now targeted to them.
Exactly. And then I can kind of tailor it to them, and then see, because like people already know you, right? Because like they've seen your face before, right? Because not everybody's gonna like you, right? So it's because people buy from people they like, know, and trust, right? So what you're doing is you're just getting more comfortable in front of that audience, and then because if they've seen you a couple times before, they're more likely to watch your video again, because they're like, okay, I've seen this guy before, and then well, in turn, hopefully watch more of it, right? So I'm just getting crazy results. So
yeah,
and then I've been kind of blowing up Instagram too lately. I'm taking my Instagram to another level, and I'm posting like 2-3 times a day, and I got a content strategy going that I'm working on. So, and then I'm just kind of like alternating posts. So I'll do like this kind of motivational quote, and then I'll probably drop like a video or a photo of that or some kind of explanation, right? And then I just started taking my Instagram to a whole new level. I'm getting like DMs, what do you do, blah blah blah, and like likes. It's just Instagram's just like taking off, and it's like free traffic, right? So with hashtags, right? So
that's awesome, dude. I for one am like loving Ty's growth. Okay, like I remember seeing you when we first got started, and just like every single time you're just taking more action and doing more powerful stuff. So I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. I want to dive back into that a little bit more. Who's next? Who wants to share some wins for that they've had this last week, or today, or yesterday?
Oh, I picked up a tripod too for my camera, so that's a win.
Nice.
No, I was using like boxes before, and I had these boxes stacked up, and it was just like terrible. And then I invested in a tripod, and it's paying dividends. So
that's awesome. So you just sit it up, and when you're doing your thing, it's not the gimbal anymore.
Yeah, so I got like the whole freaking like setup and everything. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Not bad.
Yeah, definitely not bad. Okay, how about Stephanie? Go for it.
So I haven't made any sales, but I've got a friend who's joined my team, Brody McNeil from Port McNeil.
What?
Yeah. So
he's got a long drive to Victoria.
He's here working right now. He's on the military base. He's also a ranger. And yeah, so I'm really close friends with his mom, and so I don't know. He reached out to a guy because I guess he saw one post, and then that didn't work. And then about weeks later, he saw another post, another ad, different guy. So he reached out to him, and then just by chance, the last day of the 30-day launch that Garrett and Alicia are doing, he messaged me and was like, "Hey, are you also doing this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Well," so he joined my team. And
congratulations.
This week. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, congrats. That's sick.
That's amazing. So he joined your Gaz business.
Yeah. So now he's like, I'm his mentor.
Yay.
Wow.
Yes.
Congratulations.
And so now it's really hit me, the whole leadership thing, right? Showing up and being there and encouraging him and teaching him and being there for myself too.
Oh man, what a can of worms. That is such a wonderful experience. Because here we are trying to be leaders. We're trying to get our first sales. We're trying to get our team together. And then someone shows up finally, and then you're like, oh shit, now I have to be now I actually have to be a leader. I actually have to.
So
I gotta do it.
He's so like pumped. It came out of nowhere. I'm like, what?
See, that's that magnetism working in your favor, right? Like the universe just wants to show you that this stuff works. So we want to give you like hot and ready someone to work with. I would say when you get someone in, or you get someone who's interested or wants to be a part of your team, or they become part of your guys, that you introduce them to the community, we will be like glue. We will be like glue for each other, so that they're like, good job, way to go, epic, you keep going. And it's the same stuff, guys. We're just going to be sharing the same links, the same resources, what's working for us, what we've had to go through, and everyone's got their own journey through this. So just because you feel like, oh my God, this is my first premier experience as a leader, you get a chance to build on the leadership, or use the leadership of all of us at your beck and call. That's what this mastermind is intended for. But man, that feels so amazing. That just feels so good. I am so proud of you, and I wish you so much success with that.
Congratulations.
I'm stoked.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, you get to pass it forward then. You get to choose one of these girls to share one of their wins.
Taser.
Oh, is
I
that
got,
me?
I got a quick side note for a second.
Sure.
Vancouver Island Mastermind Group. What are we thinking?
What are we thinking?
I don't know. Like that's what since all of us are on this webinar, I was like, well, may as well pop the question. So
Sorry, Holly. We're all in Vancouver Island. No big deal. It's not.
it's a little side note. So, yeah.
Just come on down. No, it's all good. We meet in person. If you can get an actual live mastermind happening, it's just so much fun. We get a chance to go and be like, you're real. We're here. Let's do this.
Maybe one day.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Just fly over.
Otherwise, we're coming down. But I'm thinking that if all else fails, our house is the spot. We'll definitely have you guys over again. But we probably should have more alcohol this time. Wine glasses this time?
I have that on my list.
We don't drink wine. The only time I drink wine is when I'm cooking with it and I swig it back, and I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to drink your wine that you cook with, and that's about it. So I never actually.
I can't right now.
Okay, well, yeah. After she's off the boob, then she'll be back.
Oh, because
If I don't
we
get-
kind of had a split vote there. It was like 50-50. It's like Nanaimo, Victoria. So it's kind of.
I will drive to Victoria. No big.
Yeah, I'll drive to Victoria too. I don't care. So.
No worries.
So wherever.
You're like in the middle. Hey there, Ty.
Oh, I'm about 15-minute drive from you, like north. So.
North. Okay, yeah, it's no big deal. It's all good.
No, it's no big deal. I don't care. I can drive.
We're not having one this month, are we?
I think it'll be maybe like first weekend of February. That's what I was thinking, kind of like February 2nd, 3rd, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing in there.
Yep, that would be the day to do it for us. The weekend after we're gone to the mainland. So absolutely, if we want to put something together for the second.
Okay, down in Victoria, then maybe we'll meet up same place we did last time.
In Victoria?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, well,
That's what I think. So we'll do Canoe Brew Pub, wasn't it last time? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's put that in the mix. I nominate Ty as the coordinator.
Ty, you've been voluntold.
You've been voluntold, brother.
I'll get a plan going, and then we'll. What time
Dub
works everybody? Like one-ish?
What happened last time? Last time, I don't think I feel like I didn't give myself enough time.
You guys
I
were there
think we met
for
at 1.
We have to leave.
We can meet at like noon, start at noon. I don't know.
Let's meet at 1. Let's do it
Yeah.
1 o'clock, and then we'll just go until the cows come home.
Okay, so 3 or 4 or whatever. Yeah.
No big deal. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then
I get it.
sweet.
Okay. I'll.
Stephanie, were you there the first one?
no, I don't think
You
so.
weren't. You didn't come to the first one.
Yeah.
Well, I was
I did.
in December when I went to the Christmas
Yeah.
gathering.
Okay. Yeah.
So I haven't been to a live, like, full mastermind.
It was it was the same thing, but just at a bar. It was like a restaurant thing. But it was a lot of fun meeting you guys. Absolutely. We set something in motion, and our hearts connected.
And all those kids just,
The kids won't be there this time. We'll probably end up bringing this little one with us, but we'll leave the others with grandma and great grandma is actually there, so they like to babysit or like to see us. So we'll probably end up seeing them.
So I will phone them tomorrow, and then I'll get a table booked and all that shit. So.
Cool, yeah. And then if we put together the plan, then we'll figure out how many people there, and then cool, sweet, not awesome, yeah.
I'll get that.
Out of action. Absolutely.
Cool. Then we got that out of the way, so that's good.
Sweet. Okay, back to the main note.
Yeah.
Stephanie's gonna be thick saved this month. I got a chance to do Steph's your chart today. Man, that was just super magnetic. That was really powerful. And yeah, you'll definitely be successful in this. Keep going. You get one, you can get one a day. That's just the way that we have to do this.
One step a day.
You actually gave me a really good idea that I think I'm going to implement is you were saying something about a habit with whether or not it's writing or doing like go lives or something.
Yep.
And what I've decided is like I haven't done any videos or 1 minute videos, and I think I have a lot of anxiety behind that, and I don't know why, because I love talking and I love sharing my like happiness and enthusiasm to people. And even if I just ramble, like I don't really care, but I'm still hesitant in doing it. But if I put it out there that I'm going to make myself like a 3-day challenge of just sharing my journey, like I'm learning so much in school and I'm growing with everything else I'm doing. So sharing that and putting it out there, like it just really gives me the energy. And, you know, I know there's a lot of people some people in my life who actually look forward to my posts and look forward to what I'm doing in my life because, you know, I've moved away for school and all this other stuff. So yeah, so that's something I'm going to do.
Huge. That's awesome. Thank you for that. That makes me feel good.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. How about Tasha? Where do you want to go next?
No, am I muted?
I
No.
know.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh my gosh, I was looking at my thing. I had a buyer from the launch that Garen Al did, Alicia, Ali. I have a friend named Al and I call her Al. So yeah, I had a buyer from there. He seems really keen on moving forward and stuff. He had his advisory call. So I'm like, Rost, but he was on the fence and then he had an advisory today, a follow-up. And so hopefully the coach gets back to me about that. And he's a Vancouver Islander too. So
Nice.
nice.
Island takeover over here.
Yeah, I was
Right?
gonna say, jeez.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
he's
Nice.
super rad. So
South or north?
Okay,
Pardon?
can I put my win in there too? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't even talk to this person. They went to my webpage, they booked a session with me, and then they went to my gas page, which redirects. They bought my gas, and then I just had the advisory call with them, and we moving forward this weekend. So, I mean, I had like a random person just come into say, hey, someone referred me to your numerology, and then they ended up becoming a gas buyer. So I'm like making the full circle now. Instead of just talking to people that are already in Enagic, I'm also now getting a chance to talk to people who are outside of Enagic who still want numerology and then are ready right for the entrepreneur. And this guy listens to audios while he sleeps. He reads stuff. He's already there. He's like, he knows the list of mentors. And I'm like, man, this is super powerful. So it was like a nice gift. But guys, looks like 2019 has some powerful energy for us that's really starting to show up. I think it's a really powerful field.
Wow.
Win. Huge win, Tasha. Anything else? What else has been going on?
not a lot. I was trying to hammer out some 1 minute videos, but I just kind of made like a 1 minute video for Rolf and stuff. And it was actually doing pretty good for like the 1 cent, 10-second views. So that was pretty cool. But I want to start hammering out like the 1 minute ones.
Yeah.
Cool. Ray, what's going on, buddy? Ray, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Ray, what's up, Ray? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Man, I've just been distracted, you know, all these things happening. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm just still I just I just posted a new, well, not new, but I'm just trying to find another winning audience on my ad.
Nice, man. Awesome. That's a huge win. Being able to like just start afresh with a new post,
Yeah.
a new frame. But don't worry about getting distracted. Look, I got a little distraction right here.
I know. It's you're getting.
He's so distracting. But yeah, man, life distracts us. I was actually talking about this earlier, actually a few times. It seems to be the recurring theme that like we have to like chisel in bits and pieces where we can to like to create that level of discipline of like, you know what, sometimes you're gonna get distracted. There's gonna be an audio playing in the background. Or sometimes it's gonna get distracted. You've set scheduled posts to come out already. Or you've got a bank full of things or a bank full of pictures that you can post at any time. And that we have like a go-to bag we can dip into that says, I'm just going to read a book, or I'm just going to listen on audio, or I'm just going to like post what I'm doing, or like anything at any place in between. When I'm distracted, I at least get a chance to put some life into my business. But showing up here, as distracted as you've been, this is a huge win to think, you know, at the time we get a chance to mastermind, you're the inspiration for this. We want to create a mastermind so that there could be people to teach my boy Ray that could share stuff. None of these people who are all amazing are inside of our financial house. Ray is a partner of Sally's, so know that we've got like everyone else sharing what's going on with them. It's a wonderful feeling, man. So don't worry about feeling distracted. I know that you get hard on yourself a little bit. Just let go and let God. It's one of those things that it's just like the path is already set for you. You just have to take the next step forward. And sometimes you have to stop. Sometimes I remember there was a picture on in my friend's house when I was a kid, and it was a really powerful story. It was like, you know, God walks with you, and there's two sets of footprints on the sand, and sometimes there's only one set of footprints. And the guy was like questioning God, being like, "Why did you leave me at that moment?" And God was like, "Actually, those are my footprints. You passed out, and I was carrying you through those times." So the same feeling where we're feeling distracted, things are gonna happen. You've got kids, you've got a wife, you've got a job, it's demanding. I get it. I understand. I'm like, I have to do this, and I feel like I don't get enough done. So I'm right there with you. It's a long-term game. Just give yourself a little, you did right. You did good. You put out another ad. You're finding another winning audience. Apparently now everyone wants to do 1-minute videos because nobody watches a video for more than 10 seconds. And it's like, ouch, I guess I'm going to have a lot of trouble with that because all my lives are like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 1 hour.
But I have 20 people watching. I got 20 people watching. So I think I'm doing okay. I think I at least got something going on. But it's all dancing around the object of getting back and talking about the business. But yeah, so cool. I guess that's for me. We're celebrating some wins right now, Ray. Did you want to jump in and share a little bit or share any big win or any win at all that's been happening amidst the distraction you've been going through?
Well, really, well, my win is having a successful surgery for my daughter.
Oh wow!
That was one of my goal was to do a lot, because I stood with her, during her recovery, but I couldn't because I have to attend to her,
Mm-hmm.
But she's recovering pretty quick. The doctor gave her 2 weeks to recover, but I think she's advanced. She's ahead of the schedule.
That's a powerful distraction, dude. I'm wishing you guys all the best and her a very speedy recovery. That's awesome that she had a successful operation, my man. Share that. I mean, share that. It's a tough part because we like to think that, we want to share a really cool story or like a really cool content, but the real stuff we deal with is what actually is the emotional peeling back of the layer where people, like I was listening to this today and there's two modes. There's humanization and there's personalization. When you humanize something, it's like you create an emotion around something that everybody can relate to. And when you personalize something, you hit someone to their core with an emotional value of like looking at your daughter in recovery and just being like, on a story or an ad or a video or a written to talk about the fact of, what it means to you to be a father and what it means for you to be able to pursue your dreams through business or however it looks. Because you don't want to have to see yourself in a situation, and to be there for your family is one of the most important things to you. So for me, I'm like, man, and even when you said that, I'm like, oh man, I've had operations. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to, get stuff done. And at the same time, I know what it's like when my mom had to go through something. She had an operation. It was severely serious about her health. And I'm like, man, I hope everything's okay. Like I'm sending love out there. Can you imagine how much rallying around that, the people who are motivated to send you love and prayers show up? That's a huge win, man. So you're like more closer to the map than you think you can realize. But it's powerful. If you can dive into that and tackle that as a communication aspect, trust me, it sells so much more authenticity than like, oh my God, sign up here, join this and see. Like,
Right.
yeah, we want to see the reality of what's happening, right? Yeah. True that. Cool. Holly, how about you? What any big, huge wins for the week?
We've had 2 sales this week.
Wow.
It's
must be
been
from like New Zealand or something, or Australia or something.
We're in New Zealand. Yep. But my one's in New Zealand and the other one's in Canada actually. So I'm tapping into the Canadian audience.
That's awesome. Are you advertising to Canadians?
Yes.
Hey,
yes.
leave us alone. Go after your New Zealand. We're trying to take over Vancouver Island.
You can have Vancouver Island.
Oh, that's awesome. So cool. So this was paid marketing?
It was, yes.
Oh, good job.
Yes.
Congratulations.
We've kind of targeted, because my sister and I are in it together, and we're from Zimbabwe originally, so we're targeting expats. And that seems to be working for us. So yeah, it's been a very positive week for us.
That's awesome. So did they go full on with the magic, or have they just gone in with the ads?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Hold on. Okay, so that's
Yes.
chicken dinner.
Yes.
That's a big one. So what happened in the, like, I want the details here. I want to know, like, what did they buy? What was the ad? Were you guys dialed in? Was it like a surprise? Help me out here.
We've had this ad running for quite a while. We've had a couple people get to that like signing point, and then they pull out. And then the girl from Canada is originally a Zimbabwean as well. And she has gone in with a trifecta, 2 water machines and an Ukon, which is awesome. And she is so on the ball. She's already got her fan page up, and it's been less than a week, and she's done I think 3 or 4 videos already, and it's been, like I said, less than a week. So she is on the ball. And then the other couple is here from in a little town called Whakatane, and they've gone in with a JR2 and an Ukon account. So yes, it's been a big week for us.
You just hit 5 sales. That's like halfway to 3A right now.
I know. We are we've been doing daily mantras. It's on or before the 31st of January 2019, and I am 4A. We're trying to get to 4A is our
That's amazing.
goal for January.
So positive mantras, you guys are absolutely committing to the fact that this month is the month, and you're saying it every day. So you've been running this ad for a while. Have you changed your audience? Did you amp it up, or what?
We have changed our audience. We were initially we've kind of done the opposite. We started off big scale. So we started off the US, Canada, the UK, Australia and New Zealand, and we found we got a lot of negative stuff from the US, a lot of negative people coming and sort of very attacking. So we took them off pretty quickly, and we got positive feedback from Canada, the UK, and Australia and New Zealand. So that's kind of where we've just kept it on a broad scale.
So you started wide, and then you basically started to cut off what didn't work, and then just
what didn't work. Yeah.
Can I ask how much you spent on that campaign?
Probably we've had it running $200.
$200 to make
Wow,
what, like 3?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yes, we're very, very excited.
I'm so excited for you. That is amazing. Congratulations. That's a huge,
thank you.
That's like the whole reason why we're here, is to get those. Those are the Enagic sales. You got 2 Ukons, 3 machines. Was it like an Anespa or just a JR?
So 1 JR2, 1 K8, and then the girl in Canada, she bought a second machine for her in-laws in the UK. Oh, wow. So I'm not sure that paperwork still. That was part of her trifecta, was a second water machine. So that paper, the UK paperwork, it's a bit complicated because of the different head offices. So the Canadian paperwork came through today, and then we are waiting on the British one.
That's crazy. That's just so awesome. I can't.
Yeah, it's been a really positive week for us.
That's you guys, but Holly and Kate, I'm just so impressed and proud of you guys. Like, that's just such a wonderful feeling. I can only. Have you guys gotten any checks yet?
One.
You guys. Okay, yeah, because you made the direct sale.
When did she start?
I think she started about a month. December or November when you guys started?
It was November. Yeah, November.
Okay, cool. And just so you guys know, like, when I got started, there was no affiliate marketing. It was basically like 1 sale every like 2 to 3 months. So I'm not like the sharpest tool in the shed. I've been crawling my way to 6A. Okay, and I'm basically just stepping into my power this year. But unbelievable. Wow, you just see this. Do you have any like previous experience in direct sales or marketing or network or anything? No. This is
Not
just-
at all. I can tell you, direct sales scares both of us hugely. That's one reason why we were like, no, we're not going. We're going into this because it's not direct sales.
Yeah, and, attractive or attraction style marketing.
Is it a
Yeah.
ad or just a story ad with a picture?
What we did was we tried it initially with a little video, and we've both got new babies, so we have the little babies on with it, and that didn't actually surprisingly work. So now what we've got is because we are aiming at expats from Africa, we've got a few African photographs to get at, and we've kind of got a movie showing with different photographs of African animals, plus with us, the four of us, so me and my sister, and then the two babies as well. So a photo of all four of us, and we just have that playing. So it's kind of like a little video. And the ad is just basically saying that we're looking for other ex-Africans, who are willing to, because we know we're hard workers and we want to create our own dream lifestyle, is kind of how we've worded it.
That's awesome. That makes me feel like we really have something to work with there, Ray, because I know that you're HVAC and I know that you guys are both Filipino, so there's like a culture around that, to know that you guys work really hard and that you guys take your education seriously. So I'm looking for other people who are also in your situation, just setting it out there. But I'm definitely going to be figuring that out. Some people have been telling me, though, because like I've had a lot of different jobs, so it's kind of hard to figure out who I'm supposed to target. But car sales guys, call center guys, like door-to-door salesmen, it just feels for me like I'm missing something there. So I think I might be peeling back into my numerology layers.
Maybe other parts of you.
Other parts of me, yeah.
Target.
That's so cool. Oh man, super proud of you. Any other questions for Holly, guys, about that experience?
What's the age group target?
We have done 27 to 42.
Okay, thank you.
The reason why we did that was because the advice we were given is anything under 27, people don't usually know what they want. They usually are just kind of looking for an easy way out, and they don't really know who they are, and they don't know what they want from life yet. And then 42 was just, we're in our early 30s, so we just thought, let's cap it at someone who's still in the working age, who can still relate closer to what we are doing and our stage of life.
Absolutely.
The interest?
You must be fortunate to know this, like at the age of what, 25?
I'm 23, so.
Oh,
Good on you. That is amazing.
Hi, that's crazy.
I'm 24.
Oh
Guys.
my goodness.
already know what
You guys are gonna be
I'm the oldest one here.
Yeah.
Oh my heavens.
you
Yeah, I'm 38.
38.
Are we all-
Don't worry, Ray. We're gonna be millionaires before we're 40. Okay.
There you go.
Promise that.
Aim high.
Hey, Holly, what age? What do you call that? What interest did you? Because I know you have baby. I have little ones too. So, what age? What interest did you target?
We didn't put any interest in. We just went really broad. Yeah.
Wow.
Really, really broad. But again, our headline was calling ex-African, African expatriates. So that is, let me tell you, we've had a lot of interest, and we've had to sift through a lot of people who are just tire kickers. I've just learned that terminology just this week, a tire kicker. Clearly we didn't learn that in Africa. But yeah, we've had a lot of tire kickers. So it's been quite frustrating. But when you have a week like this, then it's going, it's all completely worth it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
How did
definitely.
that change your posture? How did that change the way your conversation looks?
My sister and I are extremely driven, and we're very excited, but we're still wanting to hit that 4A. So we're still looking, and we're still pushing everyone else just as hard, and just as, I say pushing hard, but we are narrowing down. We feel like I'm doing it now. I tend to talk too much. without actually saying anything. And so we've really narrowed down we've got templates in our notes section of our phones, and we've been working on the wording, what we say to and from that, which seems to have, beforehand we were almost feeling like we were having to convince people to do this. And now we're going, look, this is the situation, this is it, basically lay it on the table, take it or leave it. And if people are wanting to be convinced, we're just saying, look, I don't think you're ready for this, and we're stepping away from them.
And the thing is too, is you also have the power, right? Because you have what they want, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And you have all the power, so you can use that to your advantage, right? So
yeah, I'm curious, does everyone here follow up?
oh yeah, 100%.
You do? Yeah, there was a chat on one of the Australian teams, and there was a very 50-50 polarizing answer on this, because half of them said absolutely you've got to follow up, and the other half have said absolutely not, because we want people who are extremely driven, who are coming to us, and who are self-starters. And if we have to chase them, we don't want people like that in our business, which is
Yeah, I like that.
given me a whole different aspect to think about.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the way to play Switzerland on this is to like have a many chat set up for like a 3 strikes you're out kind of thing, and if they message you, then they've entered that. And if it doesn't continue, you can broadcast them a message to say, hey, is there still any life here, or has things changed for you? And if it really doesn't, then it's no skin off your back, but at least you have a thing set up for that, and then you focus on the people who are ready to take action.
And then you could also put like an unsubscribe button in your many chat too, right?
I would do that. Yeah.
Unsubscribe or no longer receive, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. So super cool.
Yeah, but with the new ad right now with Facebook is that there's an auto reply. Have you noticed that? Like when you put an ad, there's an auto
Yeah, it replies. Everything is good.
question already made for you.
Yeah, you absolutely have to go in there and put that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't. But Holly, you found your voice. You've definitely found some swing in here. Keep the momentum rocking. 4A by the end of the month. Honestly, like you hit if each of them hit a trifecta, you're there. And if you hit one more, you're there. Like it's that easy. And I mean, I get it. You know, some of us are going to take a little bit longer to figure that out. Some of us are going to get it really quickly. I think that like you're doing us a huge favor by sharing. Is it too much to ask that we get a chance to look at your template so that you can send them to the group chat, or is that like?
Of course. No. Yeah, I'm happy to. Which do you want all of them? Because we've got quite a few.
I have some that I use as well. I think I'm going to try to see if I can send them out, and then I'll share with what I've got as well too. Would love to do that.
Sure.
Cool. Wow, guys. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to share resources and let everybody know what everybody's reading. Masterminding is a really powerful field because, you know, we're not only are we doing stuff on our own, but other people are out there running in their own direction. So like when I was listening to some audio today in the car. I have just basically random stuff playing. Grant Cardone was teaching me how to close, and who else? It was, I can't remember the guy's name, but Words That Work, Frank Luntz, and it was just powerful about, you know, speaking aspirationally into people. So I wanted to like, and it inspired me again. I was talking to Stephanie about like what she needs to know to move forward in business. It would be nice if we went round robin and shared our resources of like what we're reading, what we're listening to, or what's working for us, and maybe share a bit of value as like do a small little training on it. If you guys find value in that, or if anybody has any questions, we can dive into that. But not sure if anybody has anything burning they want to talk about, or if we can just go around and share a little bit of value of what our personal development is taking us through these days. Cool. I'm going to take no as or no response as let's do that. So Ty, what are you reading?
What am I reading? I am reading right now The Laptop Millionaire. How anyone can escape the 9-to-5 and make money online. So this book has really kind of opened my eyes, like, because even with like what we're doing with like affiliate marketing and that, like like there's so many things that you can do online. It's just, I don't think people are aware of what's actually possible. And then like, cause he goes over here and like over like 100 different ways through like trading or Forex to affiliate marketing to email marketing to like whatever.
What's the name of that book?
What's that?
What's the name of that book?
It's called The Laptop Millionaire. Yeah, it just kind of breaks everything down, and it kind of opens up really opened really my mind to what's actually possible. And then like a lot of people, like they don't like really see it when it's in front of their eyes, when literally the internet's like taking over the world. Like it really is. And then I was listening to something today, and then I think it was Jessica Bode, she did a go live, and it was like people spend on like Amazon makes an average of $22 million a day or something stupid. And I was like, wow, that's nuts. Yeah, 22 million a day.
That's crazy.
That blew my mind. I was like, holy frig. And then she's talking about something like with like Black Friday sales and this stuff. And then like on average, like this year, there's a 23% increase in like Black Friday sales, like back in November, which like 23%, like that's insane. Like, and all like these numbers and that, it's just like, holy cow. And then I'm kind of in and out of the subtle art, not giving a fuck. So I don't know, I kind of read books on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling well,
I love that book.
Yeah, it's a good book. It's really good. Mark Manson. I'm about a third of the way through, and then I kind of got, okay, I'm good, I'll read something else. And then kind of, it's kind of where your mindset is too, right? And then, I don't know, I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So what makes the subtle art so dope? Like, how come people love it so much?
It's just like blunt and honest, and it's just like really real, and I don't know, it just like says it how it is, and it's just like, I don't know, people like the word fuck, I don't know why. It speaks to them, I don't know why.
That's awesome.
I don't know. So.
Okay, who else is reading something or listening to something? Stephanie, go for it.
I am off and on kind of reading just before I go to bed a book called The Billionaire Habits. And I don't know if have any of you heard of that book?
I've heard of it, but I haven't read it. I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's really awesome. I'm only, I think, on to chapter 3, and so far he's just talked about everything that I'm currently struggling with, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, it's about habits and how if you think of your life and your habits almost as you are in a carriage, right? And you are the person steering the horses, and you've been going down this one path for so long that you've built ruts. And so getting out of those ruts and taking your horse, maybe you want to go to a different route, just going from here to here, you can't do that because you've built those ruts. You're going to end up tipping your carriage. And so that's one of the biggest things that's really hit me, and how he talks about you have to make micro movements in order to change your route. So you're going in this direction, but you want to go to this direction. You can't just go to be like successful with it. You have to make small moves. So I guess he basically, this guy, Dean, I can't pronounce his last name. I think he's Spanish or something, but I've seen him all over the internet, and he's really big in getting people, talking to entrepreneurs and talking to all these really like high up there people, interviewing them and everything, and just getting the habits. So what habits do they have that have made them successful or made them, effective with their day? And so he compiles all this information into one book, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. So that's what I'm reading for like development on my.
That's awesome.
I'm not reading academic articles and textbooks.
That's so sweet. I remember I was listening to Balazs do a training, and he was talking about the stuff that you read. And like you could read things that are super high level or things that are super technical, and there's a time and a place for both. So evening reading would be something you want to focus on, like Billionaire Secrets, where you're opening up your mindset. Whereas then if you're reading like technical articles or abstracts or whatever for your textbooks and stuff, that's like the tactical thing that you're doing with your time that you have to do. Whereas the stuff that opens up the ceiling of your raising the lid of your leadership is some of the bigger things out there. Reminds me of 177 mental toughness secrets. I'm gonna drop the link into our chat so that you guys have a copy of this. But it's a very powerful audio book library. But the 177 mental toughness secrets are all about secrets of the world class and how they act, as opposed to at the middle class or the working class. There's nothing wrong with them, but they're satisfied with just enough. And so when we get a chance to see people who are, wanting to create more in their life, they want to live at the world class and play at the world class level, where things like honesty and things like integrity, they're like non-negotiables. Whereas at the working or the middle class, where majority of people are, they'll sneak by some stuff if nobody's watching. You don't get caught 100% of the time. Whereas like inside of a mental toughness for the world class, that's something that you don't do. So I mean, when you were telling me this about Billionaire Secrets, I'm like, that sounds a little bit similar to what I've put in there. I think I have my stuff in here.
I'd be interested to see if there's an audiobook for it, because that's something else that has come on my radar since joining this community, and I haven't really made a full effort with it, but it would be really awesome if I could start doing it.
Cool.
You could see a lot of these on YouTube.
Audible, Spotify. The page that I just messaged right now, where is it? I think I did that in Your Ultimate Mastermind. Yeah. So the ones that are in Your Ultimate Mastermind, this is the one that Richard has put together for our team, and he compiled everything that was in my Dropbox. So I have a Dropbox that keeps on going off because everybody keeps downloading from it. So I share this link instead, and it's basically all of the stuff I had plus a bunch of the other stuff that's out there, but keep it on a carousel. I have them all on my phone. And when I'm sitting in my car now, I like taking the kids to and from school and going to the mall, whatever happens, a random one comes up in place, and I want to fill my peripherals with downloading of information. Because as a parent with a bunch of family to take care of, it's hard to find time in the day. This is why Holly's making food at the same time she's doing a master. Like, that's dedication. To be like, I got to watch this food and taste it, so I'm going to make these guys jealous because it tastes really good. And you guys can't figure it out. Hey, what's going on? Look at that little baby. Hi, sweetie. Aww. Hi, baby. Okay, I see your baby, and I show you my – no, I'm just kidding. That's awesome. But, yes, personal development, super huge. I appreciate that, Stephanie. Billionaire Secrets. I also, it made me feel like if you guys really want to step to the game and be hot with it, take what you're reading and make posts about it. Go and share value with your audience in a way that's like, oh my God, guys, frick, I swear to God, this epiphany just hit me. I'm reading this book. It's so crazy. This is what I learned. And people are just going to get used to you bringing information to the market. It makes you super powerful. Who's next? Who's reading something?
Oh, I'm not reading, but I finished the Copywriter's Handbook. That was really good.
The book you tried to put on your head to absorb all the information?
Yeah, the book that I did the go live about, and I put it on my head, and I said, sometimes I wish if you put a book on your head, it would just absorb everything in your brain. I like to bring humor, right? Like, I like that people like to laugh, so I'm like, it's cool that way. And then I started talking about the pencils on the front, and I said, you could write a lot of headlines with those pencils. They're pretty sharp. But yeah, it was a really good book. I loved it. It had some really great points in it for writing. Right now I'm reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. And my gosh, you guys, I have to take like a takeaway from that. Today I had somebody comment on a go live of mine, and she just ripped me apart. Like appearance wise, she's like, you're fiddling with your hair, your eyelashes are trash. And I was just like, I was in such a great place from this book that she actually was complimenting me by the end of the conversation. Like, I had just said to her, thank you so much for your feedback on my go live. do you have any more suggestions? Because I really value what you have to say. And she literally came back and like, we're friends now. Like we were talking all day and we were friends now. And she was like, thank you for not ripping me apart on Facebook. And I was like, no, like my social media channels is for you to be safe and voice your opinions. And I'm so grateful for that. And I learned it all from this book. It was just amazing.
That's crazy.
How did I just win this bitch over? Sorry, excuse me.
What are you reading? That one or that
We're
one?
recording this. It's going on YouTube,
one.
guys. Come on.
That one. Sorry. But yeah, no, I was like, obviously this book is really helping me, because how do you win somebody over from that? You know what I mean? She's like sending me little like heart stickers now. And I'm like, all right.
Well,
And
she
then
probably
she's like,
feels like
"You're a beautiful girl, your mom must love you." I'm like, sure.
He probably feels pretty terrible now after like she realized how great of a. That's crazy though. So like, okay, you are at that when you're able to. There's like stages of posture, and at the beginning when we start our business, anybody who blows on us will fall us over, and we're so like our pride and our egos are hurt. As we grow ourselves on the inside, by the time we get this personal development down, we turn into steel. Okay, there's like a wooden stage where we can still get nicked at and we can still get scratched and broken. But when we turn into metal, we turn into a full-on, an attack will come to us. It'll be like, pling, and be like, you know what? You just helped me shine even more. So you got to really give it to yourself in that experience that you're growing your posture and you're growing your armor to know that you're like bulletproof. And it won't happen every day, because sometimes you're going to get that and you're in a really negative place and someone else hits you and you're just like, oh God, I want to throw this computer away. But
oh gosh, I would have like thrown my phone at like something back in the day. Like I would have been like keyboard warrior, but it's like this book. It was just, but yeah, that book. It was just like, my gosh, it was literally the night I listened to it before I go to bed for like an hour, and I listened to it. I woke up and I was just like, wow, I'm presented with a spot where I can like react how I would like previously, or I can react in a way where I'm growing, I'm learning, and I just listened to this on a book, like an Audible last night. So why don't I utilize what I'm learning, right? And like step into that personal development and take action rather than just reading it, right? Mm-hmm. So that was really cool.
That's amazing. Yeah, become teachers, guys. Students are the best teachers are students, and the best students are teachers. So you regurgitating all that information, it's like the most powerful thing you can do. And for me, that's a huge win. When my guys and my team become bulletproof and nothing can shake them, it makes me feel like we're doing something right. So, because I'm not there to defend my entrepreneurs every single minute of the day. You guys are out there by yourselves doing this game, talking to people. Nobody's helping you. You're out there on your own. If I know that the stuff we're doing on the inside creates a bulletproof exterior, I feel a lot safer. So thank you so much for that. That's really, really cool.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, Ray, are you reading anything right now? Are you listening to anything right now?
Yeah, I listen to audios. This one, Set It and Forget It. Well, it's a book from Kindle. It's a Kindle version. Set It and Forget It by Eric Ho. It's pretty good. It's like, you know, like how we set, like sometimes when we it talks about like how we post ads and then we just keep looking at it. Just let it flow, you know, let the thing do its thing, you know. It's not, you keep looking at it. You just like, you don't trust it. You know, you don't let, you're squeezing something that's about to happen. You know, stuff like that.
Cool, man. That's awesome. I like it. I do that all the time. I write a post and then I read it and then I post it and then I read it again. It's just like, it takes me like 3 reads to put a post down.
Let the law of universe, you know, how that law of attraction works. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. That's cool. You should definitely do a live about that, or if you're not do a live, go do a video or something as well. Cool. Holly, anything you're reading, listening to right now that's that you can share with us?
I'm honestly doing The Magic and A Happy Pocket Full of Money, and I'm just doing those over and over again. I was given this for Christmas. I've gotten as far as reading the back of it. I haven't had a chance to crack it open, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes.
So
audio.
Any cool nuggets from Happy Pocket Full of Money?
Oh, I love the idea that you've just had about doing a post on snippets that you get out of it, because I often, I do it when I'm taking my little one for a walk and I'm listening to it as I'm walking. It's free on Spotify, by the way. If people haven't downloaded it, you don't have to pay for it, which is awesome. And I often go, oh man, I could say so much about this. So thank you for that idea, because I think that's something that I should be doing. I love the concept that money is not real.
It's not.
It's not real.
Nope.
That's just really blown my,
It's so weird. They call it, like, they call it currency, and then you look at electricity, it's measured in current. So it's so crazy to think that when you think something that's currently happening, current affairs and current events, they're all the same feeling. It's just that feeling of like this ever-flowing infinite moment of the now. It's just changing hands. It's just changing value to see who's showing up to grab it. And that was one of the biggest things that Happy Pocket showed me, was that everything exists in perfect harmony, divine and like existentialism, all at the same moment. And you get a chance to own it, claim it, own the experience before you're experiencing it. It's so much more than a fake it till you make it. It's an understanding that you're just in a finite moment, that not in that present. But you can be the person who has that wealth. You can act the person who does. You can do the things that they do and experience that wealth. And that's why when you pray and you envision and you put your intentions out, you speak it as if it's like actually happening to you. It's chemically putting it through your body's magnetism, and that's what brings the experience to your actual like 3D senses. So it's super, super intense. I love that quantum physics thing.
Yeah. Quantum physics, yeah.
Cause and effect, something.
Yeah,
happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully, I mean, and we'll come to the end of our time together. Anyone else have anything really cool, really awesome to add? This was powerful.
Have you guys tried the 15-minute manifestation thing? It's like a headphone that you, or it's like
Muse.
Muse for meditation?
Yeah, for meditation and for abundance, for different types of whatever you want to track and stuff like that.
I've heard of binaural beats, and I've also
heard that one.
So is it like a sound?
Yeah, it's a sound. It's a sound, and then it'll talk like, "Oh, your abundance is flowing now," blah blah blah. As it, and then breathe in, breathe out.
Is that what you have, Bobby?
That's not the one that we were trying. He's talking about something else. Mm-hmm. I'd like to think that the brain is a radio, and you have different frequencies.
You're the subatomic particles, right?
Yeah.
So that thing is like re-editing what's in your subconscious mind.
So there's a voice.
Noise.
So there's a voice, and then there's noises that come in like different ways.
Right. Just like that.
Yeah, because when you're doing the waves, you're the binaural beats. Like, I'll quickly just put this down, and you can use these. You have to use like headphone binaural beats.
Yeah, I didn't buy the product. It's like $49, but I saw some on YouTube.
Yeah, you can get apps. You can listen to them on YouTube. But by binaural beats, these things will unlock the wavelength in your brain, and once it's open, then your law of suggestion starts to reprogram.
Yeah, what happened is you have two parts of your brain. When both of them are working together, that's when you're effective. You're going to attract what's up there. But when it's divided, then that's your objective is to get them to work together. That's what it's true. That's what. Have you guys? I got it from Omar. I just saved the link, and then I just put it on my notes. Then every time I wanna.
Omar's like a boss. Like
Omar. Is that Omar? Yeah, Omar. Yeah.
Can you pop the link inside of the chat for us?
Yeah, I could do that.
Sweet, cool. Make sure you get that done for us. It'll be sweet. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Another week, another dollar. This time we were showing up with sales. It's not before long where we're celebrating our people hitting ranks. That's like the next big win. After you get your Enagic sales, to watch them hit their 4A and hit their 3A and 2A. It's like an unbelievable experience, and I hope you guys all achieve that very, very soon. We're always here. Our group is open. So if you know anybody else who's straggling for a mastermind, they just want to connect with like-minded people, we'll have them. Absolutely. We want to do this so that we get, I mean, to be quite fair, frank, and selfish, I want my team, like the people who are in my group, to have access to you guys, because you guys are out there. It's just, you're showing up for your business and you're showing up for our community. And I love you guys so much for that. I appreciate you guys so much. And Vancouver Islanders, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
February 2nd, 1 o'clock, Canoe Brew Pub, Victoria.
Sweet. I'm going to set my calendar now so nobody tries to book me that day.
Start a plan.
Start a plan. We good.
It's already
All right,
got
guys.
in the group, so.
Sweet, guys. All right, well, thank you guys so much once again. We're going to end the recording, and we'll see you guys next week. Replay's going to come out soon, but yeah, have a great crushing week. And next week, remember, we're going to do some wins at the beginning. So read some books. If you got nothing else to win about, it's about what you learn.
And
All right, guys.
Awesome.
all I do is win.
All right, take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.